Good morning, Central Texas. Not so Texas-y. We've been so warm. Not over where the Olympics are occurring, which is good news considering it's a Winter Olympics. But you can see over there in Italy, pretty nice actually in Milan. But the further north that you go, they've got some snow showers in place and they are significantly cooler. We're seeing a bigger difference between the more southern zones. Does include Milan and the more the northern areas with the higher elevation slated to be only highs in the 20s for some areas, including in Cortina, where you see a lot of those downhill ski and the wintry type of events that are outdoors. So very, very cold out there. Not so much here. Picture perfect this afternoon. We're going to touch about 75 degrees for high temperatures. Sunny conditions in place. Winds are going to be backing out of the south, but only at about 10 miles an hour. So I'm actually going to volunteer to be the parent that gets to go and sit out at the practices this evening and just sit there in a chair. Like, this is nice, right? Maybe find something to do outdoors this afternoon or early evening. Just going to be so nice and quiet. Probably the nicest day on the 7-day forecast. Stick with me here a couple of minutes and I'll get to that, but slated to be 75 on average this afternoon, 76 Hearn and closer to 80 degrees, Brownwood to San Saba to Llano later on this afternoon. So as we head on into the overnight hours, we're going to wake up about 10 degrees above. We are in a warming trend with our lows and our highs, but especially our lows. This morning we woke up in the 40s, going to be more like middle 50s for your Tuesday morning forecast. Likely you still want a light jacket for the first couple of hours, but make sure you have short sleeves under it because it's going to be very, very warm for your Tuesday afternoon. Also, it's going to be windy at times backing out of the south. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies means we have all the conditions in place to see a couple of grass fires pop up. At least that risk is elevated anyhow. Looks like Bell County has dropped off their burn ban. However, if you can avoid burning brush, probably not the best conditions to be doing so. All right, Futurecast. So I mentioned that this afternoon we're going to jump into the upper 70s near 80 degrees. You have dinner plans, something like that. Once it gets dark, we quickly jump down into the lower to middle 60s, eventually reaching lower 50s for low temperatures. Tomorrow, we're all the way. We'll be doing this 11 a.m. newscast. It'll probably almost be 70 degrees tomorrow, approaching close to 80 for high temperatures that afternoon. You can see the arrows moving faster. We are going to have windier conditions on Tuesday versus what we are seeing the rest of this Monday, President's Day. We roll into Wednesday. Is going to be another very warm day. You see, when we hit 9-10 p.m. and it's still 70 degrees, that's indicative of a lot of warmth projected for the viewing area. So each and every afternoon, we're going to be in the 70s. A couple of afternoons on the 7-day forecast, we're going to hit 80 degrees. Wednesday being one of those. You can see that Thursday, likely a weak front is passing through the area. Not only is it dry, it's not going to have a huge temperature impact. We're likely still going to be in the 70s, 80s on Thursday afternoon. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday will eventually reach 70s for high temperatures. So a slight cool down. We're like stair step down starting on Thursday, but I say cool down. It is still going to be trending well above the average for this time of year. Want to note another thing. You can see on Futurecast Saturday, these arrows are going crazy here out in the northwest. Post front from Thursday and into Friday, Saturday, we're going to have that elevated risk for grass fires pop up once again. Thankfully, we'll see a little bit of an increase in humidity. Now, technically, we could throw a 10-20% shot of rain up as we head on into the weekend. That may end up completely going away. It doesn't look like we're going to have accumulations, but technically there can be a couple of spotty showers or two. I wish that chance would go up. We need some more moisture like we saw last weekend. Maybe not a washout or anything like that, but I would say the best thing that we could see right now to actually affect the drought map is going to be extended periods where we're seeing at least once a week, but maybe even twice a week that we're seeing like what we saw last Saturday. It's going to take a while because I am not seeing that in the extended forecast. In fact, we're trending warm and pretty dry even outside of the 7-day forecast as we approach the month of March. So like I said, we need days like we had last Saturday, but each and every week. We can't be going 3-4 weeks with no rain whatsoever and then get that one day where we might rack up a half an inch. By the way, that was on average the rain totals that we got in Central Texas last Saturday. A lot of us did maybe about 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch, so half an inch on average. Again, 7-day forecast here you can see is a very, very warm one. Average high was like 60 degrees, so we're nowhere near that. Trending very, very warm for this first week of the back half of February. So enjoy the warmth and the sunny weather while we have it. Kind of nice.